Is my mic fine though?
Yeah.
Hello. Hi everybody. Don't be freaked out. I don't know like why there's a delay. I don't know what's going on with me. But okay, it looks like it's back to normal, hopefully. Anyway,
It's better.
bless. Welcome to the Women's Wrong Support Group live chat conversation. Today we are joined here by Angel from Angel Can't Read. We know her, we love her. You guys, I feel like you guys already know Angel because like we do stuff together all the time. So if you don't know her, what are you doing? Do you even know me? Like I don't know. Um, yeah. So today we will be discussing "Here Lies a Vengeful Bitch" by Cody Crowley. I think that's how you say it. I think
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So did you want to start off by giving a small or large or whatever non-spoilery review?
Um, okay. Should have prepared my thoughts a little bit better. I will say I enjoyed this way more than I thought I would. I don't know why. I feel like maybe because it's like kind of YA, I went in with like lower expectations, but I had a lot of fun with this. I ended up enjoying it a lot more. Should I give my rating or should we save that?
Yeah, give your rating. Give your
Okay. Well, I landed on a 4 star.
rating.
So definitely better than I expected. I think that I just like had to let go of any sort of expectation and just like allow myself to have fun with it, and then I was like really sucked in.
Perfect. That is what we love to hear. And yeah, I agree. This book was really fun. I wasn't expecting this to be YA. Obviously it says literally YA, the second tag on Goodreads. Did I look at that? No. Do I ever look at those? No. But from the title and from kind of the premise, I didn't think that this was gonna be YA. But then again, I don't really pay much attention to any of that. I
Yeah,
just,
that's valid.
yeah, I just really didn't expect it. But so what I think was I thought that this book was really fun. It was giving kind of obvious and kind of a little bit clunky certain parts of it, but I didn't mind it at all. It's part of the charm. Um,
Exactly.
yeah, I felt like it could have definitely been better, of course, but that's okay that it wasn't. That's okay
Yeah,
too.
that's what
I
I'm saying. Like, I feel like you could be really nitpicky and find all the flaws because they're definitely there, but if you just like let it be a fun book, it is a fun book.
Exactly, and it's perfect for like I okay, so I waited until like I finished it 2 days ago, I believe. And it only took me a few days to read it, like probably like 3 days to read it. And I felt like I read it at the perfect time because we're kicking off the spooky season right now. And with this book, I was like, oh, hell yeah, this is a perfect time to read this. So, yeah, I felt like it was perfect for a spooky season kickoff. And I rated this 3.5.
That's valid. I feel like that's a fair rating.
Mm-hmm.
See, I feel like I was like worried that I wasn't going to read it in time, so I tried to read it a little bit earlier, and then I've read so many things since then, so it's like not super fresh in my mind, but that's okay. I took notes, brief
Good.
notes.
Yeah, I took notes up here, and we all know how reliable those are. Okay, so let's go. I'm gonna read the Goodreads summary, or some of it. We'll see. I didn't proofread this, so we'll see how that goes. Okay. Murdered bad girl Amy Lane is back from the grave and hell bent on revenge. She just has to figure out who killed her. This fast paced thriller by a talented debut delivers a horror-infused hunt for justice that's all at once furiously feminist, darkly funny, and utterly satisfying. Okay, that's all I'll read actually. That's the kind of the blurb, I think, versus like the Goodreads summary. And I think that's all you really need to know. And Also, however, my a little bit issue is, this is kind of spoilery thoughts. One second. So my issue is that in the summary, murdered bad girl Annie Lane, right? We didn't we didn't find out that she was actually dead until like 40-ish% of the way through, but it was heavily hinted at. So how do you feel about that being revealed so late in the book?
Yeah, that was actually one of my notes, is that I feel like the synopsis gives away too much, because I read that before going in, and then I remember being confused because I was like, isn't this girl dead? Like, how is she doing all this stuff if she's dead? And then come to find out, oh, she actually doesn't know she's dead. I feel like, yes, like you said, heavily hinted at, and you probably would guess that she's dead before she finds out. But I think it would have been fun to like have that kept from you, and then to like kind of figure it out on your own, and then get the reveal with her when she does. I feel like it gave away a lot by telling us that, because she doesn't like act like she's dead. Like, she can still interact with people, which is why I was like kind of confused. I was like, does she die later? Like, what's going on? So I
Yeah,
feel like they should have left that out.
yeah, I agree. I thought that as well because it was nice to not know that, or it would have been nice to not know that, to keep that completely out of the Goodreads or any summary. Um, but like it's kind of like, were we supposed to guess? But we already know. Like that was my issue. And then um comparing this to another book that I read, which I am gonna say it because it's literally on the back of the book. I think it's called Light as a Feather, a witchy book. Literally on the summary, it said popular girl, whatever the heck her name is, dies, and then like other stuff happens, right? I swear she did not die until page 100. I was like, that, okay, major spoiler. So
Yeah, I
I
hate that
felt like that was,
when that happens, when the synopsis tells you something is going to happen and then it doesn't come in until like 200 pages in. You're like, okay, I saw this coming.
right. But it's okay. Like if you didn't read the summary and you just went into it, I think it would have been fine. Also, the title of the book.
Yeah, the title and the cover, I think, definitely, like, I guess gives it away.
Right.
But I don't know. Like, following along with this main character that you know she's dead, but she doesn't know she's dead. But then it's also like very obvious that she's dead. I don't know. I was a little bit confused in the beginning.
And also like she's pretending that she's alive, walking around doing all these things. So like when people find out she's dead, what's gonna happen? Like, are they gonna be like, "Oh, I just saw the girl"? That's like a major plot hole in the book.
See,
But
but that's the thing, is like, the mountain, right, has some magical quality that keeps the dead alive and keeps them able to like interact with people. And so they had to hide her body, because if she gets discovered, then she would like disappear from the ghostly realm. But that was one of the questions I wanted to ask you, because obviously she chooses to hide her body, have it buried so that she can stay there and like live with the other kids in the afterlife. Would you want to do that? Because I feel like personally, I would be like, let them find my body so that like people know what happened to me. Because like, I don't know, they just like kind of conceal that, and then I guess the person gets caught later on for a different reason. But then at the same time, I feel like you're denying yourself justice for what happened to you. Like, I would want my loved ones to know what happened, instead of just thinking that I just like left. because they're all going to age around her. She's going to be the same age because she's dead. And then what's going to happen?
Exactly. Like, I don't know. I feel like me personally, it depends. Like, it depends, I feel. Am I having a good time being a ghost? That's my question. Because if I could just stay chilling like that, but also I do feel like the families deserve closure.
Yeah.
But maybe I could talk myself out of that and be like, I don't know.
It's going to be like Bella in Twilight, where at some point you have to leave your family because you're never aging. And then they're just going to think that, like, you don't love them because you never want to see them, or you would, like, disappeared mysteriously. Like, I would rather that they knew that I was murdered, even though that's, like, heartbreaking and, you know, graphic details and sad, but I would rather they actually know what happened.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I guess. I guess I would do the same. Yeah, where do they go also after they die? Because they can come back on Halloween.
Yeah, so it's like the ones that died on the mountain, as long as their body stays there, they can stay there, but then everybody else, they can only come back on Halloween, which I gotta say was quite convenient to the plot, but, you know, can't be nitpicky.
Yeah, it's okay. It was just like timing just worked out for them, I
Yeah.
feel like.
It really was one of those, oh, Halloween's in a couple days. Oh, by the way, did you know that all the ghosts can come back on Halloween?
Uh-huh.
No way. What did
Right.
you think of the other kids that were there with her, the other ghosts?
Okay, immediately the twins reminded me of Pain and Panic from Hercules. So, you don't know what I'm talking about.
To me.
Wait, what?
I said that means nothing to me.
Okay. Okay, you know Hades, right? The Disney villain version?
No. I haven't seen like a lot of Disney things.
Not even when you lived in Florida for like 2 days? Like, oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, okay, so pretty much Hercules, right? The villain in the Disney film is Hades, and he has these two little sidekicks that are called Pain and Panic, and they're really funny and cute, and they cause chaos just like the twins did. So that's why it reminded me of them. The Sam, Sam, like, why was he giving John Travolta in Grease to me? Except for like his hair was like way high in my head, like
Like
Drake.
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one. The thing I couldn't get over is like how strange they all talked, which I guess like because they're from a different time period, but still I was like, what is going on? Like some of the things that he would say, it's like literally who talks like that? Even if you're from the 50s, like who talks like that? I don't know.
right. Did they actually talk like that? Is my question. Like, oh, and what I found so funny was when the main girl, what's her name again? Annie Lane. Yeah, what I found so funny was when she was explaining away Sam's behavior as he was a method actor.
Yeah.
So, I thought that was funny.
When they're talking to the cop or whatever. I'm trying to find if I have my like highlights from this. Because I feel like there were a few things that I highlighted. Because I was like, who talks like that? Oh.
Literally, what are you saying right now?
I don't know if I can get it. Oh well. Not that important. So.
Oh. She has another book that I was literally going to put on the poll for next 2 months. It's called Body Count, a sapphic slasher novel. Oh, okay, there. But yeah, that okay, major distraction. Yeah, did you have thoughts about the other side characters?
Not really. I didn't have a lot of thoughts other than why do they talk like that?
Yeah, because why did they seriously? Um, oopsies. One moment. One moment. One moment. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What else? And it kind of gave me the Shining vibes when they were at the the mountain, the house of the mountain, or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, Actually, I can't say because that might be a spoiler for The Shining, the movie. So never mind on that. Okay. So, okay. Skirt. Let's talk about Mora and her father. Because what was that?
Okay, I feel like you definitely figured out what was going on. Me, I sometimes I like choose a theory in a book like this and then I stick to it, even though I'm like, that's probably not what it is, but then I stick with it. I was convinced that her friend did it. Mora or whatever her name was. I was like, she killed her. Because she was talking about her like ex-boyfriend. She was like, Mora would be so mad if she found out that I was talking to him or hooking up with him or whatever. And I was like, she killed her. And then we got more into like the talking about how they were like drugged and stuff. And I was like, she killed her. But she was like on ketamine and just killed that girl. And then I was like, as the more that it went on and we got to see like more of their relationship, I was like, that's probably not what happened. But again, I picked this theory like really early on, so I'm gonna stick to it. And I was like, I was not far off, but I was wrong. But she was involved in a way.
Yeah, I could definitely see that there I feel like there were multiple outcomes. There could have been multiple outcomes, right? Cuz okay, so they were drugged and it could have been more like hallucinating, seeing things, accidentally killing her. That could have happened. So, yeah. And then the no good boyfriend, we saw how he acted the next day when she turned up. Like he was acting like everything was fine. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe he was just trying he could have just been going to school trying to pretend like everything was okay. And then there's the weirdo manager who whose Instagram was full of underage girls.
See, but that's the other thing that again I feel like the synopsis gives away too much because based off of that, knowing that she's dead, you're gonna know like what to look out for when she's talking to these people. Because I'm like,
Mhm.
obviously the killer is gonna be shocked to see her, and the boyfriend and the manager who were both like the big, oh my god, did they do it? Neither of them was really shocked to see her, which like you would be if you had just murdered her. So I feel like the book did itself a disservice because then it was like easy to rule those people out, at least for me. But then at the same time, then I'm like kind of mad that I didn't realize who actually did it. So it kind of worked because I was paying attention to the other two, but
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. And then the actual killer. I'll give you that it like it was kind of giving like why would he ever do that? Like why would he do that?
Mm-hmm.
Until we got like almost to the end where it explained where he had his little villainous monologue, which is fine. Okay, a lot of people hate the villainous monologues. I feel like give them to me. Like I need to know.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
I agree. I don't know, it's not my favorite thing, but also I do kind of like it because I'm like, okay, I want to know like why did you do this? I don't get why people hate them so much. Maybe if
right,
they're like really wordy and like over explaining, but at the same time like then you would just complain that you don't know why the person did it. So
right. Like,
tell
come
me.
on, you can't make everyone happy. Seriously. Hey Melissa, how's it going? Here to support. Didn't read it. And that's really okay. What did you miss? Not really that much, but glad that you're here saying hi and everything. We're just going over the grand reveal of what happened. Or I guess character wise, what happened at the end of the book, like the big twist and everything. But hi Hannah, how's it going? I need to make you we'll talk. But yeah, so uh yeah. Yeah, we're going over, like I said, the grand reveal. So okay, where do we even start with this? So first of all, the cop who is Mora, the best friend's father, what ended up okay, so he was like a father to our main girl, Annie Lane. Ever since they were younger, they were best friends. She was all over their house, whatever. He like bought them both like these stuffed rabbits, and they had their little. They just he just bought both of them the same things, okay? And so it ended up he was the killer, and I feel like I discovered that he was the killer because hello, number one, you're the sheriff. Number two, your daughter's missing. Number three, why are you not looking for her?
For real. And then like, what's her name? Annie's like, oh yeah, she posted on Instagram, and he's like, she posted on Instagram. When? I'm like,
Right.
that's a little sus. I do remember though when you texted me and you were like, I feel like it's this guy, and I was like, oh, why do you think that?
Wait, let me pull it up.
I think I
Because
just like didn't say anything. I think I just like was like,
I think you said eyeball emoji. Hold on.
I think I just tried to like skirt around that part of the message.
Okay, this is what I said, right? Hold on, we're talking about something else. I said the character is PMO a little bit because what do you mean as the sheriff you're not looking for your missing daughter? Dot 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 unless eyeball emoji. That's all I'll say. And then you said this face
Yeah, it's like
2 times. And then we start talking about something else. Um, but yeah, like that was a major red flag because okay, so I feel like we could have been misled to maybe he could have not been the killer by him saying, "Oh, I've been looking for her. Like, is she not with you?" Like, not once did he say he was looking for her. And what from what I remember, I could be wrong though.
yeah, I think you're right. I think I just like didn't think about that for some reason. I was just like, oh, I don't know, he's probably hiding her somewhere. So I don't know. I just like didn't pay that much attention to it, and I should have. I think because I was so focused on the best friend, and I was like, she killed her, and now the father is hiding her. I was way
Mm,
off.
that would have been interesting too, though. But like, I feel like any of the outcomes would have worked. If it was just written a little bit differently. Like Goodreads said, this is a debut, so I'm excited to see where our homie Cody Crowley goes with the rest of her books because this was definitely a wild ride, though it did have its flaws and it did have its great moments. This was overall a pretty good book, 3.5 and 4. So yeah, I would recommend if you put to the side your analytical mind, and if you
Exactly.
just exactly if you just want like a spooky good fun time, then read it. But if you're gonna go all analytical, this is not the book for you.
Yeah. Arguably my rating should be a little lower, but I literally like had a moment where I stopped and told myself like just let it go, just have
Hmm.
fun with it. And then that's
Hmm.
why I enjoyed it so much. But I do feel like this would be a perfect book for Halloween because it's silly and fun and you can get through it pretty quickly, but then there's also part of it that takes place on Halloween. And
Hmm.
then there's like skeletons dancing around and singing songs, which also reminded me of my favorite scene in Corpse Bride, where they like break into song and dance. And I was like, this is so fun. Like, this is the perfect Halloween read.
It's like the author put all of her favorite things from now I can't really speak for her, but it's like she put all of her favorite Halloween things in, because there was a corn maze too. There were so many pumpkins, like pumpkin scenery, and yeah, it was fun. That's it.
Yeah. The other things I feel like not these aren't fully like comparable, but The Lovely Bones obviously with like the plot of a murdered girl that is trying to help solve her murder after she's dead. But of course The Lovely Bones is a lot more like emotional and slower. Also, I Spit on Your Grave, but like a young adult, way tamer version of that, just like the revenge aspect of her.
Is that a movie or book?
The movie.
Oh, never mind.
At least, I don't know. I don't think it's a book. I'm pretty sure it's just a movie. But if you like a female revenge story, good movie. Does have a graphic scene that kicks off like why she wants revenge, so just be aware of that. But
there's 3?
yeah, I think there was like one from like the 70s or something, and then they remade it, and then I think the remake has a sequel.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. How do you find all of these random movies? And that's not a rose.
I feel like I Spit on Your Grave is kind of like popular. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm really into horror movies, I guess. I used to, when I was in high school, I used to like watch a movie every night. And then that's when I would find the weird ones, because I would like scour the internet for like the most obscure movies and then obviously watch them illegally. But I feel like I Spit on Your Grave is kind of like a cult classic, at least the original. Which I actually don't know if I've seen the original. I know I've seen the remake.
Let me see. Yeah, because I haven't heard of this. Anyone in the chat, have you heard of it?
Let us know.
Oh, I see. What is this one from? This is from 1978. Yeah, no, I haven't heard of that either. Oh, look at them at the red carpet. What? I'm just behind, I guess. Because no, okay, let me tell you what other movie Angel found, right? 50 Shades of Grey, but the Christian version.
I didn't find it. I just found that guy on YouTube that had found it.
Okay, yeah, she didn't find it herself.
And he was like 50 Shades of Grey, and I was like, I gotta send this to Brooklyn immediately.
Oh my gosh. Okay, literally, if I could go back, I'd only read book 1, because book 2 was good at the beginning and I was very shocked, but then the rest, I definitely lost some years in my life at the end. I feel like I shaved off a couple, probably 2 years. But yeah, no, that was a moment in time. But yeah, anyway, so we're going to be watching Christian version of 50 Shades of Grey on the Classic Scares Book Club Discord.
I feel like, yeah, if we could find it somewhere, but I might need to be under the influence for that one.
Okay, we can all do that. We can all have a little under the influence moment. That will be fun, I think. But yeah, no, like this was a super quick chat. Do you have anything to add about this book?
I know, I feel like this went so fast. Normally I feel like book chats are always like an hour. But I don't know, I don't really have more to say. I went through everything that I wanted to in my notes for this. I feel like good Halloween book if
Mhm.
you go in with the mindset of not taking it too seriously.
Mhm.
You want a little feminist revenge, young adult thriller with a little bit of romance.
Yeah, the romance. It's always the romance and the most randomest things
And
because
then,
yeah, go ahead.
sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just gonna complain about the romance.
Well, and then also like their little conflict that they had where like this other random ghost lady was like, he's a murderer. And then she like refused to talk to him because she was like, he killed all these girls. Like, how do you know that? Where's the proof? It was another ghost that told you this. Like, come on.
Really, like, why don't you ask him? But she ended up asking. But like, how are you just gonna take the other ghost? Who even was that? First of all, can we talk about that? Who was that? Probably just someone trying to stir up a little chaos.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you get bored. And clearly she was excluded from the group, so she was probably like, fuck those hoes. Let me like let me stir the pot a little bit, which that's fair, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so for those of you who haven't read the book, we actually didn't go over the grand reveal. We just said who did it. But so the grand reveal was that the sheriff, who was Mora, aka the main girl Annie's best friend, dad, um, who treated them right, whatever, all throughout their childhood and so on. Um, he ended up killing both of them because why?
Because what's her name? Annie was like involved with her boyfriend and then like Mora told her dad that like she was doing weird stuff with the boys or something, right?
Yeah.
And then he was like, I never liked you. I only bought that stuff because Mora made me and I don't know.
More only wanted it if you had it too.
Yeah.
And then he was like, you bitches suck. And like killed them both. And yeah, so like,
Yeah, he took Annie's body and put her in a river, but like tied her to a tree so that like there was no chance that she was getting out of that. And then he killed his own daughter and kept her body hidden in a shed at their house,
mhm.
which
and
is crazy.
the reason why Annie came back was because the river was like by the ghost house, and she died in ghost house territory. So when she was dead, she woke up as a ghost and was able to roam freely, poltergeist type situation. But Maura didn't come back because she died at the dead shed
Oh
and
yeah, I forgot that's
was
what they called it.
not in the realm, like in the property line of the ghost house.
Yeah, I guess he like mostly killed her because he killed Annie and then came back and Mora knew something was off and so she started confronting him. Oh,
Hmm.
because he was the killer from the past.
Hmm.
How did I forget that?
Yeah, he was the killer.
This is a mess. So Mora was like really into true crime and she was investigating this old cold case of a woman that was killed and she was getting close, like she was gathering a lot of evidence and pretty certain that her father was the one that did it. And so that was, I think, like she confronted him and then also knew that he killed Annie. And that's why he killed his daughter.
Yeah,
Oh my god, it's see, I guess I read it too long ago. I
it's
have to read it
awful.
like the day before next time.
Yeah. Also, okay, not gonna lie to you because I was okay. So I was listening to Kingdom of Ash, and then paused it. Oh no, I finished it, and I was like, if I don't read this book immediately, I'm not gonna read anything. So I had to read this real quick. Um, But by the time we got to the end, and mind you, it only took me like 3 days to read this. By the time we got to the end, when they were mentioning Katie, this Katie person, Katie, I forgot who that was. And yeah, that was the girl that he killed a while back.
Yeah, it was kind of like a side plot running in the background,
Mm-hmm.
and it all connected at the end.
Oh, have you read Good Girl's Guide to Murder? You did, right?
Mm-mm.
Who
I feel like
was
maybe I should. I considered it like when it was really in its moment, but then I just never did.
Oh, well, you should. Because it's certain things that happen kind of reminded me of it. But she's not a ghost. I'll just say that. It's not that kind of story. But more like the Mora aspect, how she was so into true crime and like investigating things, because that's what is it Pip or Pippa? Pip, I think, was doing in Good Girl's Guide to Murder. She was like doing her little journalist moment for her class. Thesis. It's been a while. If you read it, I'll reread it too, and then we can talk about it.
Okay.
Because I really liked the last book, book 3. Oh, I'll just shut up. Silencing myself now.
I wrote it down, but I don't know if that means it's gonna go anywhere. But it's in the journal.
Okay, as long as you wrote it down, you're putting it out there.
Exactly.
It's also YA, but it doesn't feel like it because I feel like it's so well written.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't think I have anything to add to this one. Yeah, of course it was, and then yeah, that's it. Really, you have anything to add?
Oh, sorry. Did you ask me a question?
Well, yeah, I said, do you have anything to add?
I thought you just kind of like faded off, and I was like, "Yep." No, I don't have anything else to add. Now that I remembered those other plot points, I think we've covered it all.
Yeah. I'm thinking back to, yeah. Well, guys, that was super short. Thank you for coming along to chat with me and Angel. Always a pleasure chatting with you. And the Women's Wrong Support Group, of course. Really wish that we had more to say about this one. This one was just kind of to the point by the end of the book. I feel like this was a good debut novel for what it was. And yeah,
I agree.
I filmed a video yesterday, guys. Please say you're proud of me. So hopefully that'll be up. I set myself my goal for Monday, tomorrow, but I have not started editing that, so it's not going to be up tomorrow. So we'll see. Sometime next week it'll be out. It's going to be a long chat about Throne of Glass, full spoilers from book 1 to book 8 or 7. I can't remember. So yeah, so that's a little self-plug. Angel, do you have anything coming up that you want to share that you're doing?
I have a new reading blog coming out, likely on Tuesday, which I'm editing. I'm not gonna say anything else.
That's okay. Just a little teaser out there for you. I'm excited. Yeah. So look out for us. We're coming for you. Okay, bye everyone. Have a nice day.